Alright y'all, what's up? So on today's video we are going to be doing the G37 sedan front headlight swap conversion on my '08 G35 sedan here. See that? So the '08 to '09s had these style headlights and this style front end. So in the last video I actually shot it with the upwards like this way, so I know that most YouTube videos should be shot this way, so like I said, I'm still learning. But yeah, I'm gonna start my G37 sedan front end conversion here. So far the headlights came in, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the headlights first. Go ahead and run without the bumper, since the bumper's trash anyways, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the whole bumper and grille ordered. I just want to mock up the headlights and see how they look. I think I read that the fenders are exact same, so I don't need to change out the fenders. It's just the headlight, the front bumper, and the grille, and then also they said like the front absorber and also the washer bottle if you want to do that. But we'll see. I heard people saying that you can put heat gun and mold it and kind of like, or morph it, I guess, to fit the G37 front bumper. And I'm just gonna go with the Journey style bumper, not the Sport, because those cost a lot of money. So let me show you guys the headlights I got here. So they're just the got them on Amazon. I believe they're the like the spider headlights. I think they have the DRLs on them, the driving light LEDs here. I'm just gonna grab one of them out just so you can see what they look like here. Give me 1 second. I'll put you guys down. Show you guys what it looks like. Yeah, I don't have a tripod, so I need to get one. So here are the headlights. There. See, they're really nice. They have that LED strip here that runs along. I forgot, I think I was reading somewhere where in order to convert it, pretty much everything's almost the same. It should be plug and play. I think there's a couple things I gotta do. But yeah, this is the headlight here. This is for the passenger side. Alright, so here's what it looks like. So the only difference is just the front bumper part. So this one, you can see it kind of squares off here, whereas the 37 is more of a straight here. So you can see here how it curves. So this one comes down. So fender's still the same, it just comes down and then it has this curve to that straight point here. And that's the only difference. Like the bottom is pretty much the same, it just goes straight and flat like that. So, the top corners are the exact same exact style. So it should fit right up. If anything, this will be the first time we see and check and see if it works, if it is straight direct bolt on. But it's pretty much the same. These are for 2010 as an '08, so it's like just 2-year difference. The body is the exact same. Like I said, everything's the exact same. It's just the front ends are the different thing. Oh, and then the engines, of course, because the 37s are the VQ37 HR, and this is the VQ35 HR. But yeah, I've always wanted to do the conversion, so why not do it now? And then I'm gonna start driving this car soon. Like I said, I was gonna paint it, but with the weather right now, the rain and all that such, I just don't feel comfortable driving the Z every day. Every day I drive it, there's a chance of something happening. So, and I don't want anything happening to that car, because that's pretty much that's the baby. Even though I daily it, but that car is actually worth more than this car. So I'd rather just drive this one And this one's all tagged and insured, so might as well. I haven't driven this thing in months, and just the only reason was just because I haven't done the paint, and I've just been holding it off for so long. So let's start. Hopefully once I do the headlights, it'll motivate me to start driving this more and start fixing it up. You know how it goes. You lose interest in the vehicle, but then if you just do one little thing, like even if it's just putting wheels on the car, and then you look at it and you're like, oh, it looks a lot better now, and it motivates you to start working on it again. So hopefully this is one of those cases where once I do the headlights, it'll motivate me to get back to doing the body work and such. But that front bumper has to come off anyways, so if I were to do the body work. So yeah, we're gonna get to it. Let me change the angle here. So we did one bolt here, one bolt in there, one bolt on the side here of the fender, and then there's a bolt hidden if you pull this trim piece inside there. That bolt right there, that one. And once you take that out, the headlight should be able to come all out. Let's set this down. You have to swap over the main ballast because it doesn't come with the ballast in HID. So you gotta take the bulb out and the ballast itself. So we're gonna have to swap that over to the new one. So you can see it's dripping, it's all wet. Yeah, you have to swap that over to the new one. I think this might have to swap over too, I'm not sure. I'm about to check right now. Yeah, that's how you take out the headlight there. This one here, and then we're gonna bring the other one out. We're gonna compare it and see what the headlight you guys can see. So I'm swapping over the ballast from the old headlight to the new headlight. So, and then we gotta swap over the halogen bulb from here, I think, to here. So that's the only thing you gotta swap over. Everything else, plug and play. This plugs into the ballast, this plugs into the main harness. And then so what they did was, instead of having like the fog light here, they don't have a fog light because for the G37 the fog lights are in the bumpers, but for the 35s the fog light's in the headlight itself. So this is the fog light bulb. This one doesn't have a fog, so if you were to switch the fogs on, it's gonna run to the bottom. So what I'm gonna do eventually when I get the new bumper, I'm gonna just put on some aftermarket fog lights, since the OEMs I believe are expensive. So I'm just gonna create some, Amazon fogs and attach it to the bumper. I'm gonna get as OEM looking as possible, but you know, whatever Amazon has that I like, and that's what I'm gonna choose. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to set the camera somewhere where you can see, get a good view of what I'm doing here without getting wet. The only way, looks like, the only view you're gonna get would be like here. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the 37 here headlight. I'm just trying to move this harness here. So I twisted it and it should just pull up. There we go. And then so I can access these here, 4 bolts, take them out, and then we're gonna go ahead and attach that HID in here, run the wiring down here, plug in the ballast, and then screw in the ballast, and it should be good. And then this headlight should be able to just go in and then plug it in, and we can test out and see how it is. So we're gonna go ahead and do that right now. Let's see, try to get a good camera angle for you guys here. Oh no, that's not a good angle. Let's do it from up here. Let's see what that looks like. It doesn't help that I have that blackout thing. So now that I have everything set here, so I have my ballast in, I have my HID bulb in, plugged in on this side, plugged in on the ballast. Everything should work. It worked before this on the G35, so now we're just gonna plug this in here. That plugs in. There we go. And that's pretty much it. And then now all we gotta do, I'm gonna run this behind here. I believe these run behind. I'm guessing like that. Just, yeah. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. We're gonna install it, and then I'm gonna plug it in, and then we're gonna test it. Or actually, I'll just slide it in, plug it in, and test it before I start, you know, bolting it in, because you don't want to bolt it in and then have to unbolt it because there's something wrong. So now the sun's up again and we have some daylight, I'm gonna go ahead and set you guys up right here. I'll move these tools, set you guys back up on the chair. Get a good view of me installing these headlights. And we're gonna so you can see here, see what I was talking about. So the fender works as it should, the stock fender. Everything lines up perfectly. It's just the bumper is what's different, but everything lines up. All the tabs line up where they should. The bolt up to down there lines up here lines up, and then up here lines up as well. See, so everything is pretty much bolt on. It's just the bumper, front bumper is the only difference. So let's turn on these lights and see what they look like. That's the daytime running light. So you can see that this here is on. So I just turned on the daytime running light, so the LED's on, and then the corner light's on. I'm gonna turn on the actual headlight itself. So those two are the actual headlights. I'm guessing that's the high beams. So that's what the actual headlight looks like, is those two. And then I'm guessing that's the high beams. it was just full. Change out the high beam bulb to a white or a yellow, but right now that's how it looks. It looks good. So I'm really happy with it. It's a lot more better and more modern looking. You can see there. You can kind of see how it's gonna look like. It definitely looks a lot better. Way better than, way better compared to these ones. Look at that. These ones are all hazed and old and outdated. But these are the fog lights. You can see here, I have these as fogs. So those are fogs. These don't have daytime running lights. I think it's just these. These would be daytime running lights with the corners. And then these are, I think these were my signals. Yeah, these were my signal lights. I have LEDs in there. Those are my signals. I'm gonna take those out. These are LEDs. I'm gonna take them out too. Just take them out and keep them all. But yeah, it looks good. This is just, that's how it's gonna look. I'm gonna bolt it all up, do the other side, and then call it a day. Then after that, what I was gonna do was, I was actually wanted to sand. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sand this back down. All the rust, it's just surface rust from the rain. And then I was thinking about priming it just so it doesn't rust anymore. And then doing the roof after that, so. That's what the headlight looks like. Looks good. I'm gonna take it back out since I didn't bolt it in. Go ahead and resand this real fast. Lay on a couple layers of primer and leave it, and then it should be good after that. Give you guys some better angles, I guess, of what I'm doing. I wish I had like a, I don't like using my GoPro because the GoPro, the microphone sucks on those. It sounds very muffled just because I have a waterproof, it's a waterproof case on it, and it makes it sound very muffled. So one bolt in there again, one bolt up here. It's gonna be this side bolt here, and then the one bolt behind the trim, the rubber piece here, in there, right there. So, and then they'll take your headlights out, and then don't forget to unplug the main harness. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this here. I guess and I don't want to put it on the floor. Let me see if I can. You're just gonna see the floor. So I'm gonna move it to this side a little bit, just so you can see, and then we'll go ahead and start. So, see that square piece there? You want to line that up here with that square piece onto that very top square piece. Just like that. And once it's all lined up, you're going to push these down, and then these these metal tabs wrap around. One you push down into there. Second one you push down into. They're a little difficult, so you gotta push it down pretty hard. get it to pop in, you can. This locked here. I'm having a little trouble here. If anything, you can grab like a screwdriver and then push down on it. Just make sure that it's in. There we go. There we go. So see how it goes? It locks into there. You have to push it forward and in. Same thing on this side, forward and in. It locks it into place. So that one's good now. And then if you look, there's this little opening here. That's where you're gonna run the wire for the harness here. So this goes in this way, such, and then there's a hole here which you would run down, and then here. We gotta look for it here. So there it is. So just grab it and pull it through. I gotta figure out how the fog lights are wired on this. Maybe this other one's a fog light. I'm not sure. Let me. Fog light is on, so if I turn it off, no, still the same. So I'm guessing I don't know where the fog lights would go because they ran to the main harness. So I think I'm gonna have to either create a new harness and jump it from that from the main harness, the back of the main harness, because in the new headlight there's one of the pins is missing. I'm guessing that's for the fog, and then on this on the main harness it still has the female pin to accept that male pin from the headlight for the fog. So I'm gonna probably cut that wire and then run the wire and splice it to here, and then it's just powering around, I believe, and then that should be it. But I'll do that on another video. Right now, I'm just glad the headlights fit and they look good. I just need to hurry up and order the bumper and then get that on and then paint the whole fucking car. And then it'll be done. It looks good so far with the new headlights. It's starting to look more like something that I wouldn't mind driving again. This front bumper was shitty. And I don't like this front end. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and tear it off, take the headlights out, sand down that fender again, prime it, and then start doing the roof again. You can see that all that rust. Yeah, take out that surface rust there.